Hi everyone, in this video I will show you some useful Visual Studio Code shortcuts that can hugely speed up your development process. I find these shortcuts not only make my coding faster but also helps me stay focused and improves my productivity, mainly because I don't have to do the mundane tasks repeatedly. I can just use these shortcuts. It just saves maybe few seconds, but over hours of work those seconds add up, and that's how you can improve your productivity. In the comments box I have uploaded a PDF wherein it just says the shortcuts and what it does, so I would recommend you download that and probably put it front of your work desk. That will be really useful. First things first, the first command that I really found useful was Control K, Control O. It opens up the file explorer and you can choose the project you want to work, and you can quickly get to the project, so that's really handy shortcut. Next shortcut that we will see is Control and backslash. So imagine you have a long file JavaScript code and you want to debug a certain part of that code. So I'll paste some big file, like I just copy pasted it from somewhere. So the idea is that both are script.js. On line 4 we have calculate some function, and I just scroll down on the right, maybe it's called down there, and you can split the file into two and easily debug it. So it's really useful when you have files that have lots of code. Next command I will show is how you can quickly search some text in the file. Just select the text, press Ctrl F, that will populate the search box with the text that was selected. Do a Ctrl H and it will also show you the replace option. Next shortcut that we will see is how you can quickly comment out single line of code or multi-line of code. So I just select the text on line 7 and do Control back forward slash this time, and it will comment out the code. Also, if you want to select the whole function, comment out the whole function, just select that whole function like I did between line 13 to 15 and do a Control forward slash, and that will comment out each and every line of what was selected. Control D shortcut is primarily used to navigate through all instances of the selected text on the page. And additionally, the search box is open and then you press Control D, it will populate that too, and you can again just keep on pressing Ctrl D and it will navigate along all the occurrences of the text on this page. Next handy shortcut is Ctrl X, very basic one. You might have used it multiple times, but if you want to cut the whole line, you can select the whole text and then do a Ctrl X. That will work obviously, but and alternatively what you can do is, if you have to cut the whole line, just keep the cursor on the line you want to cut and then press Ctrl X, and that will do the same thing too, so you do not select the whole text. The next shortcuts that I normally use is Alt up down. So for instance, I press Alt down while my cursor is on line 20, and you can see it swaps to line 21. I press Ctrl up and the line of code goes up. Just add Shift to that command, it will actually copy paste it. So on line 20 I do Alt Shift up and then you can see it replicates it. And on line 22 I press Alt Shift down, it duplicates the code and pastes it one line below. If you want to quickly change the casing of the word, just press Ctrl Shift P and then look for transform to uppercase, and that will change the text on all uppercase. There are similarly you can do other cases as well, like lowercase, snake case and all, so you can check those things out. If you want to see what all tabs are open, just press Ctrl tabs. In here I have 4 files open in editor, and when you press Ctrl tab you can navigate among them. You can press Alt 1 to go to the first file that is open in editor, and Alt 4 for instance in this case which takes you to sample.json because that's the 4th file. If you press Alt 2 it goes to script.js. Next shortcut that I am showing you here is Control U. It is used to return the cursor to its previous location. For instance, here I am at line 35, then I press on line 44, and then I again can press Ctrl U and it will take me back automatically to line 35. Next shortcut is something that I really love, and I didn't know it until recently. So imagine you have to write some monotonous code at multiple locations. Imagine like after this header one and on the footer of the page, you want to just add the link to the source code. What I do here is I just add an href and link to probably my source code and just the text here. I can very well copy paste it and put it down below. But you can do it easier way. What I do here is on line 11, I have a cursor, and down below on line 20 I press Alt plus left, and that gives me another cursor. And then I start typing, and you can see it is kind of duplicated, right? So I have to only type it once. And the thing is, you can have multiple cursors like this. So I just press Alt plus left and I get multiple cursors, and then I just type in A. It gives me A at all the places, and then I do a backspace and all of them get removed. You can get rid of all the cursors by just pressing left click, or I think even escape button on your keyboard. Another shortcut that I use is Control B. It toggles your file explorer and gets you more real estate. If you want to focus better, you can use another shortcut that is Control K and Z, that gets rid of everything and just focuses on the code. There are these shortcuts which help you to generate the HTML quickly. For example, you have a UL and you want to generate 5 li elements for it. You can very well copy paste it one by one. Alternatively, you can use this shortcut syntax: UL greater than symbol li into 4, and then press tab. I do into 4 here because I want 4 li elements within the UL. So it will quickly generate this HTML for you. Same way you can create an image element very quickly. IM and a tab will generate this for you. Again, imagine you have to create a div, inside that a p element and href inside the p element. You can do it normally without the shortcut like this, right? It takes a bit of time for this. Another way with the shortcut is just write div greater than symbol p greater than symbol a and tab, and it will quickly generate the same HTML like above. This is just the starting point. You can generate HTML like this. Just play around and you will start liking this approach. If you install this extension, you can use shortcuts like FRE, and a tab will generate array.forEach for you. Console log can be just written using CLG tab. That will create console.log for you. You can go to these snippets and see what all shortcuts you can use. I have also a video on extension itself wherein I cover this extension in more detail. And there is this medium block too that I have written on the same. Links to those will be in the description box below. Another useful extension is this HTML tag wrap. Imagine you want to wrap a certain part of text within an element tag. Say you want this text, it contains some random text within the span element tag. You can do this the hard way, the way I'm doing now, or you can do it with the extension. HTML tag wrap extension enables you to select the text and then just press Alt plus W and then the tag you want. So I just wrap this text with the tag I want, and it's much more quicker now because you don't have to cut paste but just wrap the text and just type in Alt W like I said and the tag you want after that. Again, this also is covered in my extensions video. Links to the YouTube video and the Medium blog again is in the description box below. Next shortcut that I will show you is Control P. It helps you search file quickly. So for instance, if you want to search script.js, do a Control P and enter the name, and it will bring the names of the files that start with script. Now let's see the last shortcut, but though last it's not the least, it's very useful shortcut that I found very useful. I've created a test.html file, and there are some inbuilt Emmet abbreviations. For instance, 2 apostrophes and a tab will give you this HTML doc type HTML generated for you. I had this scenario wherein I used to create HTML file, and those HTML had lots of things in common, like the header, the meta tags, the AdSense, the CSS styling, And only thing might be different is little bit of path where to import from, but most of the things were similar. That is when I came across this snippets configuration. So you can create this new global snippets file or based on the workspace, but I created this new global snippets file, give it a name. For instance, I gave it global sample snippet. It has this sample code. I created a snippet to save time. I have put this in the GitHub source code. You can copy the same if you want to, but the idea here is that you give a prefix that will be the name, and then you give the body, which is the HTML template you want in there, or whatever the shortcut you want there. So what I do is I start typing in Manju template, and you can see it comes up, and just press a tab or select that, and the whole file, whatever we had in the template, the body section will be in here quickly. I think that's a small closing tag I missed. I will just fix that here. That was because I missed it in the snippets. So this way you can quickly generate an HTML file or whatever you want, which is very much monotonous and happens all the time. You can create a shortcut for that and keep it handy. So this was the last shortcut that I thought would be very, very useful for you. That's all for this video. If you have any questions, or if I missed any shortcuts, or you think there is something else I can make a video on, which is related to front end, do let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Take care.